I have 6 kids, 5 boys, 1 girl. The girl is the oldest. And from the time that they were little, I always told them that you need to learn how to dance. So from the time they were very small, they have had dance lessons in the living room, in the kitchen. And I mean, it develops camaraderie. It gives them a dance partner wherever they go. And it just is a social skill, I think. So teach your kids to dance. Most challenging thing about parenting was the boys. There's a side to them that is so rambunctious and they get into so much trouble. But looking back every single time that they have gotten into trouble and face the consequences, they learn and they grow, and then they look back on it, and it's not only a learning experience for them, but for the younger siblings. So I guess the most challenging part are their struggles. They become your struggles.
But my family is kind of all split up. So my dad, he lives in Torrington, and I live in Newcastle with my mom, and then my brother's dad lives in Buffalo. So we all kind of have just not different families. We're all related in some way, but we're all like not living in the same household. And even though that's somewhat of a struggle, I think being so connected still is a big part of my family. Like, we're not just all like drifted away, you know what I mean? We all still talk to each other, and we all still support each other in whatever's going on, which I really like that.
I admire about my family when we're going through hard times, like we stick together very well and work together and get through everything, and I really appreciate that.
My family, and they support me real well with sports and all the activities that I'm in, and they're just there to support me in all the decisions I make throughout my life.
A family full of love, for sure, and how we always have each other's back at the end of the day. Same thing, we're all there for each other, and we can talk to each other about anything, and just full of love.
I think a great family, I mean, there are a lot of different variables and aspects, and for one person it might be different, but for me, I think a great family leans on each other, and they do things together, and anytime you need something, you can call anybody in your family, and they're there for you.
Probably them just being there and like to watch us and know that they're there.
Probably going to my wrestling meets, and they drove to Rapid this year to watch my wrestling meet and then missed most of my matches because they didn't make it, but they still stayed and watched my last 2. So they're always there and driving to my sporting events.
I think probably to be supported and thrive, for kids to be supported and to thrive at school. This is going to sound kind of like a backwards answer, but I think for parents to hold kids accountable. If they receive discipline or a bad review at school, rather than the parents making excuses, I think holding those kids accountable for their actions would, in the long run, make them much better people and citizens. I think there's a lack of accountability, so I would encourage them to hold their kids accountable.
A great family, well, it just being there for you in general, kind of willing to put like the other person first before themselves. Like with some of my friends, I'm willing to put them before me just because like I'm there for them, and I feel like a friend group can also be a very good family if you're there for each other, you understand each other, and you have each other's backs.
Family doesn't always have to be the people that you have blood connection with. It can be your friends or just other people in your community that support you. And I think that family connection happens when people are there to understand you and do their best to support you, and no matter what you do, and those that are willing to be honest with you, even if they think that you're doing something that's not great. So that they can help you to better yourself and progress in your life.
You always have rocky things in families going on, but no matter what happens, we're always there for each other. It doesn't matter if, we got grounded or something, or we did something bad. I always know that my family's going to be there.
I think the most rewarding thing I have found about parenting is you have this relationship when they're little, and it's you're taking care of them and you're supporting them. And as they grow, I'm gonna get emotional, geez, they begin to take care of you. They become your friend and support you.